Good day there viewers, and welcome to my channel. My name is Cliff. I'm a gem cutter from Australia. Due to public demand, many of my subscribers and viewers have asked whether I could upload this video on a field trip that me and my wife took the other day, and we went to firstly the Gemstone Museum in Longwood. And I have to say that currently in Victoria, Australia, the capital city of Melbourne is in total lockdown. I live in the country, so we have all the roads to ourselves. This is the main Hume Highway between Melbourne and Sydney, and there is not a soul around. So I've made it at the Longwood Gemstone Museum, and come and join us first as we look inside and buy a few gems and just have a look what type of gems they have on display. They also have minerals on display also. As you will see in this video, there are plenty of gems and minerals for sale at the Longwood Gemstone Museum, and being a gem cutter, the first thing that takes my eye are these pieces of tumbled amethyst from Brazil. They're $2 each, and some of these are perfectly clean inside, and that's the perfect type of gem you want for cutting. So for $2 each, that's a bargain, so I'm going to grab some of those. Also in this Gemstone Museum, there's an entire collection that belongs to the owner called Maury, and they're not for sale, but they are just simply beautiful display pieces of gems and minerals. Later on, after we've bought some gems and had a look at the rest of the museum, me and my wife go on a further field trip, and we go into some remote parts of Victoria looking for creeks and creek systems where I know that topaz can be found. So later on in the year we will go camping when things warm up, and hopefully we can do some fossicking and digging of topaz, and hopefully I'll find some topaz to facet, and you'll see that footage later on. Anyway, in the meantime, just sit back and relax and just have a good look at some of the gems and minerals that are on display, and I'll come back later. So we've left the Gemstone Museum and now we're going to be looking for remote creek systems where topaz can be found. So here we are, and we've walked about half an hour to a likely spot where there is a creek where topaz is in the creek, but there is no point when you're digging for any type of topaz or sapphire just digging in a sandy bottom. You really got to find rocky outcrops, and that's where all the heavier gem materials tend to lie. So here there's nothing, even as it is quite pretty and it might be a great spot to camp and even do some fishing, but we've got to walk a bit further. If you live in the southern states of Australia, like I do, I live in Victoria, and say if you live in Tasmania, many of these creek systems that bear topaz or sapphire, like this one here, look really inviting, but the reality is in winter the water is way too cold to get into to go digging for gems. Even if you had a wetsuit, it looks nice, but it's just too frigid in that water. So we've come across a spot that is perfect for digging for topaz. You're looking for rocky outcrops, and this is just absolutely perfect to dig under the rocks and between the rocks, get into the crevices. And as you can see, the creek narrows out where the rocks form together and merge, and that's a likely spot where I would be looking for topaz. There's no point looking at just a spot where it's just a sandy bottom, and although it is sand on the bottom here, but you want to get into those rocks digging. So having spent the day looking at the Gemstone Museum and looking for likely spots in creek systems for topaz, I'm back home, and of course I have what I call the final reveal, which is in many of my videos. This is what I've bought at the Gemstone Museum. So starting off, for $2 a piece, I've bought 4 pieces of lavender light pink amethyst from Brazil, and each one of these have been tumbled. Great pieces for faceting. One's got one light inclusion, but I can cut that out. This is exactly what you're looking for as a gem cutter. So the second piece I bought is this rose quartz, and it's very light and it makes for a really good specimen piece. Very clean and clear, but it's not good for faceting, as I think it's a little bit on the light side. If it was pink, it would have been better. And then I've bought another piece of clear quartz from Brazil, only because I've nearly run out of clear quartz for faceting, particularly for competitions, so I'll chop that up into 4 pieces. And finally I've bought this highlight, which is opal from South Australia, and this will be just a specimen piece, and I'll put this in my collection of specimens. So there we have it. I've had a great day out with my wife looking at the Gemstone Museum and even buying a few gems that I can facet later on. Also, it was really nice to get out into the forest and look for potential sites where I can dig for gems and just walk along the creek. So in closing, I would like to thank all my subscribers and followers. Thank you for watching my video, and it's bye for now.